you will need to ask one question, one relevant question, one solid, good questions that can help you, that you can bring back home today. Okay. The price range is 700,000 to 1.5 million. 1.5 million. Very in guy, very stylish guy. That is my personal feeling on him. And without further ado, let's have a warm welcome. Is to welcome Saudara Umar in the house. Yeah.
Hi guys, good afternoon everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you for being here today. Thank you, David, for a very welcoming introduction. My name is Umar. And before I move forward, I would like to thank David again for being the moderator. And thank you to Mr. Soma Sundram and also all the MIEA body to invite me as a speaker today to speak to more than, we have 144 participants today. Thank you so much for being in here, and I look forward to share how do I get listings exclusively to all of you within this hour. All right. Are we starting right away?
Yep, go ahead.
All right, okay.
Yeah, is your screen on? Yep.
I'll share the screen now.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Let's start the sharing. Okay. All right, let's start the session now. If everyone is ready to proceed, type in ready in the chat box and we will start right away. All right, let me see some ready comments and we'll start right away. All right, that's great. Okay, hi guys, my name is Umar Aiman. I am 23 years old. I'm a real estate negotiator with Keith & Kin Realty. So before moving forward, I will just briefly explain about my profile. My name is Umar. I am 23 years old. I'm from Shah Alam, Selangor, and I recently graduated from UiTM Shah Alam with a degree in law. And currently, I'm a full-time real estate negotiator at Keith & Kin Realty. So a bit of a background of myself. I am doing a full-time real estate specializing in residential properties in Shah Alam since 2019. Before I move into the real estate career, a bit of a background for myself. I studied law for 4 years at UiTM Shah Alam. It's a public university near the Jekyll shops, you know. And during my study time, I did lots of part-time jobs and odd jobs during my degree to sustain my expenses. And I joined the real estate industry in 2019 as a real estate negotiator. All right, so guys, today I'll be sharing more on the timeline of myself as a real estate negotiator from where I started at 2019 and 2020. Then you have the MCO, what did I do during the MCO? Then you have the CMCO. So I'll be explaining in a timeline process to make it very, very clear to all of you. Is that okay? All right. Okay, so when I joined the real estate industry, this is my team leader, Joseph Chan, and he's still my mentor until today. Joseph Chan has been in the industry as a real estate negotiator for the past 8 years. So I joined him during my final year of studies back in 2019. And the photo on the right, as you can see, that was my first ever real estate closing back in 2019. It was rental in ICT, Section 7 Shah Alam, but I can say this is one of the most sentimental moment for me. You know, for a 21-year-old boy back then to seal a real estate deal and get a direct commission of 1,000, I think 1,200 at that time. It means so much to me. And from there, I started doing real estate, started focusing on rentals, and early 2020, in March, I joined Keith & Kin Realty. So currently I'm with Keith & Kin Realty. So Keith & Kin Realty, just a bit of introduction, is founded by Kenny Sim and also alongside Freeman Wu, Chong Tak Sang, and also Joseph Chan. So the new agency was founded early in March 2020. So we were excited to do real estate with a new energy, new environment, you know. Then suddenly MCO. Then when the MCO, right, I was honestly, I mean, Malay kata terduduk. You don't know like, MCO, then you cannot go outside, no physical viewings, no, you don't know what to do at that time. So for the past 2 weeks, right? So for the first 2 weeks of MCO, I did nothing. Just lie down, watch Netflix, watch TV, play game, because I took it as like a personal vacation. Like after 2 weeks later, when the lockdown is over, we can go back to work. Suddenly, after 2 weeks, the government announced MCO 1.0 is extended for another 2 weeks. So why was it extended? Because the cases have not let drop. So then I started to think, hey, if the case not yet drop, I think it will not be for another 2 weeks. This one confirmed for a few months. So I cannot be just lying down watching TV for the next how long the lockdown will be. So after the first 2 weeks, I started to think I have to do something. If not, my business will just end up like that. We can think of something to do, and that is when I decided I have to do something during the lockdown. So the third week of the lockdown was the transition period that I was thinking that I need to make a change. Even as a real estate negotiator, you cannot do physical viewings, but there must be something you can do to elevate yourself today. All right. So that is the first part I'm going to explain today is COVID-19 and how did I adapt to the new norm. All right. So during starting the third week of the MCO, I started to do things that I think will elevate my career, because I cannot do physical viewings. No one can do physical viewings. You cannot go out, but I believe there's something I can do. So it all started with number one, the mindset. The mindset that I'm a firm believer that if you have a mindset, there's no limit to what you can achieve, because there's no limitation. It's a self-belief that only you can control your mindset. So this is a quote by Lisa Rusik. She says that changing your mindset may change your situation. And I totally agree with the saying, with the quote, because for you to be able to change your situation, for you to be able to change your life, your mind needs to be straight first. You have to set everything in your mind. What do you want exactly? Do you just want to stay at home and lepak-lepak, do nothing? Or during the pandemic, you can do something to take the opportunity during the pandemic. So you set it in your mind. So this is something that I started. I think I feel that I understand that we cannot do anything. We cannot do much during the lockdown. Tapi there must be something I can do. I can be better during the lockdown. So I had that mindset. So after having that mindset, you need to come up with actions. With mindset plus action equals to a very good result. All right. So what did I do during the MCO? Number one.
Sorry, Umar, your slide actually having a gray box at the right hand side. Are you seeing that? Is that
a gray box?
Gray box.
I'm not seeing anything. Wait.
Are you seeing your screen?
I can see my screen, but I don't see any gray box. Are you guys seeing a gray box?
On top of reaching out to well, there are more boxes actually coming out.
There are more boxes.
Okay.
Let me just reshare again the screen.
Yep.
Sorry, guys. Let me just.
No problem. While waiting, and then key in the chat box anything that you're curious to know from Umar, and then start keying your questions. When Umar have time later on, and then he will be answering you. Wow. More boxes come out.
More boxes.
Okay.
Up there. Apa tu? Ini virus ni, COVID punya ni masuk dah.
Okay.
I think it could be a cursor, right? Or once you move your cursor and then it appear and it covered.
Is it still there?
Now it's gone. Only the top there having one small boxes, but
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead first.
Okay.
Any of the IT expert over here maybe can key in solution also. Now
okay,
gone.
ready.
Okay.
All right, everything okay? All right, sorry guys for the interruption. Okay, so I will continue to share with you guys how did I adapt to the new norm during the first lockdown or MCO 1.0, because I understand that it was a very tough period for everyone, especially my clients from the airline business, right? The pilots are out of job, they are receiving pay cuts. So I believe it was not a good time to sell. You know, it was never a good time to sell to people at that time. So what did I do? I just reached out to my clients. Every client who I dealt with, I reached out to them, just asking, hi, Mr. Let's say, hi, David, how are you doing? I understand it's not an easy time for us. Do reach out to me if you require any assistance. So to me, it was not about selling. It was to show compassion as a human being. All right. So, and surprisingly, all my clients were touched that an agent or a human being who is not their family or even not their close friends are reaching out to them to see if they were doing okay. And I will explain later on how did reaching out to my clients help my business later on. All right. Number two, what I did was positioning. Because the first lockdown, I noticed the property portals were slow, meaning that all the agents are not posting and all the agents are not bumping their ads. So I took the opportunity to maintain my positioning on top. So my expenses for marketing during the lockdown remains as usual. So basically, I believe in visibility of the listing, visibility of the agent on the portal. So I keep refreshing and bumping my ads to be on top. Make sure every time a buyer or a seller comes to see the listing, mine is always on top. And that also helped me later on. Number three is online presence. So during the lockdown, there's the statistic shows that there's a huge usage of social media, Facebook, Instagram, and adults and kids are watching YouTube videos online. So I took the opportunity to also stay active on social media. I was very active on Facebook, on Instagram with educational contents, engaging with my followers, and I reached more than 100 new followers during the lockdown. So this actually elevated my business into the next level with these three things. All right. So after 3 months of lockdown, when the government announced CMCO, so this was when everything started to turn me, I can see into the next level. All right, from just doing these three things, during the CMCO, all of the clients that I reached out to, all the clients that saw my positioning on property portals and all my new followers and current followers on social media reached out to me. They contacted me saying, hey, bro, I got property to sell. Bro, I'm looking for a very good deal property. Can you help me? Can you assist me? So that is during the CMCO. Right? Okay, so during the CMCO, I can say it was the start of my success journey, I can say. All right, so during the CMCO, I got so many leads from buyers, from sellers. I can see during the first month of CMCO, I got over 50 leads. Just buyers like, hey bro, I saw your post. Thank you for sharing how do I buy my first property. Now I want to buy my first property. Then I got sellers. Hi Umar, I see your posting in the Night Alam Facebook group. I would like to sell my property. So at that time, I could see the response and the inquiries and leads were quite overwhelming. Some say the Malay said tak cukup tangan, tak menang tangan, because to me it was a bit overwhelming at that time. So I discussed with my partners, discussed with Joseph Chan. I told him, now I have so many leads, so many buyers who are looking to buy, so many sellers who are looking to sell. And is there a way that we can do something to provide the best service that we can to both buyers and both sellers? Buyers are looking for good deals, sellers are motivated to sell. We need to find a medium or a bridge to link these two parties, buyers and sellers. So after doing discussions and brainstorming, we took the opportunity to do a marketing action plan. Because as a real estate negotiator, it's true, we do sell real estate, but we are not only salesperson per se. We are actually negotiators, consultant. We help provide the best solution to owners, to sellers, and also to buyers. All right. So as I mentioned, in my hand, we have motivated buyers, we have motivated sellers. Now, how do we provide the best solution to link these two parties together? The buyers get what they want, the sellers get what they want. And we came about to do an investment and something called exclusivity of the exclusive agent. All right. So I'm sure everyone knows what is exclusive. If everyone is aware of exclusive, type exclusive in the chat box. All right. Exclusivity, as David mentioned earlier, is meaning that the owner only appoints one particular agent from one agency to sell or rent out the unit for a period of time. All right, I was made known that the exclusivity was actually developed and introduced in Malaysia by Mr. Somasundram alongside SK Brothers and few other partners. So let's take this moment to thank Mr. Somasundram for having the idea of development of exclusivity. All right, let's write thank you, Mr. Soma in the chat box to show our appreciation for what he has done for the exclusivity, because this exclusivity elevated my business to the next level. All right. Okay, now I will explain more on the exclusivity. So why do I do exclusivity? I can, you can just do general listing, but why do I do exclusivity? Number one, when you are the exclusive agent, you have complete control over the listing. So basically you have more power because you're the only agent. All right. So when you have more power, you have more responsibility. That's the quote from Spider-Man lah. But it's true. When you have more control or when you have more power, it comes with more responsibility. So when you are the only agent, you have complete control and you have the responsibility. You feel the need to sell the property because you are the only agent. Number two, I do exclusivity because I have a wide networking with other co-agents within my agency, within all the other co-agency. So we have lots of partners who are basically who have the buyers who might be looking for our listings. Number three, we are spending a huge cost of money for the listing doing exclusivity. All right, so these are the few reasons why do I do exclusivity instead of only general listings. Okay, coming to the best part of the sharing today, how do I get my exclusivity? All right, so to be honest, to be frank, this is the first time I am sharing to the public regarding my exclusivity. So I can say this is like my special weapon, secret sauce lah. But I am honored to be here on MIEA and to be sharing with all of you how do I get exclusivity. All right. So there are few steps getting exclusivity, which I will proceed to point number one. Point number one is very, very simple. Meet the owner. That is point number one. I always, whenever I get a listing, whenever I get leads, my main priority before I start to list the property is to meet the owner. Whatever way I can, I have to see the owner eye to eye, face to face. You know, basically sometimes we are quite well known with some negotiators. They receive the photos from the owner and they advertise using the said photos without having met the owner. And I believe that is not the way we are doing real estate, because we are not just selling properties. We are helping the owner. We are addressing his concern. He's basically my concern. I have to sell the property. Why? MCO, too much liability. I have to let go of my house. So that is his concern. We are negotiators. We have to help address this concern. That's why number one is always meet the owner. All right. So once you meet the owner, be a good listener. The owner wants to tell you what is his problem, why is he selling. So that is number two. Number two is sit with the owner to discuss. Discuss what? Discuss the owner. Know why is the owner selling. You know, you don't want to just go to the house. Hey agent, I want to sell. How much? 1 million. Okay, I take photo. Then later I advertise. That's not the way. Because exclusivity means that you are the only sole agent the owner is relying on. So you have to help the owner in the best way you can. So you have to ask all these fundamental questions to the owner. Number one, owner, why are you selling? Is it because of financial restraint or marital problems, or are you relocating? So all these are very important to getting exclusive. And number two, how urgent, owner, do you want to sell the property? Is it within this couple of months, the next year? You have to understand. All right. Number three, how long has the property been on the market? Maybe before before we came to the house, the owner has advertised on his own for maybe 6 months or 7 months, but has not been getting any inquiries or no leads from buyers. Then you also ask the owner, how many agents are involved in this listing? How many agents have you say appointed, right? So all these fundamental questions you need to know, and the most important thing is how much is your asking price. All right. So when you have completed, ask the owner all these questions, then you don't have to say anything yet. You just be a good listener, understand the owner's concern, and from there you can make a conclusion that this owner is motivated. or this owner is like really desperate, want to sell because of financial restraint, right? You can get the situation from there. Then what you do from there is basically you go see the property, then the owner will show you, okay, Umar, this is my living room. I got renovation sikit, this one extended, so you get to see the property, let the owner explain to you. Number 3, the most important thing for me to get exclusivity, establish myself as an area expert. How, David mentioned earlier, I solely focus in Shah Alam, to be exact, in the Night Alam and Almina. So for the past 9 months, I've been selling more than 10 houses in the Night Alam and Almina. So when you have the transaction records, when you know the market price of the area, you know what are the buyers' demand in the area, you have the available listings in that particular area, the owner will see you, oh, this agent, everything he knows. He knows the market price. He knows what is he doing in this area. He's an area expert. We want the owner to have that perception of us. We come there as a specialist. We help owner to sell, and we let the owner know that we are the area expert. All right. So this are my proven records of selling properties in the Night Alam. We have Elmina Valley 2, Serisa, the Night Alam Clover Park. So these are all the properties I sold with exclusivity within the last 9 months. So when we sell all these properties, the owner have trust our credibility as the expert in the area. All right. So after you have recap, you have meet the owner, you talk to the owner, and you present yourself, establish yourself as an expert. Number 4, you present to the owner on the market outlook. Because some owners, to be frank, they just want to sell, but they do not know how the market is. They do not know is the market good or not. Can I get buyer? They just don't know. They just they think that, okay, I bought this property 800,000. Now I want to sell after 10 years 1 million or 1.1 million, without knowing how is the market right now. So as a real estate negotiator, we are the real estate expert, and it is our job to explain to the owner that, owner, before we proceed further to discuss on the asking price or on the selling details, I would like to explain to you on the market outlook. So currently we are in the buyer's market. Buyer's market meaning that we are in a phase where there are lots of buyers looking for good deals. There are many houses available for sale, and the demand to buy is not as good as before. That's the buyer's market. And then the bank's interest rate at the all-time low at the moment. It was previously was at 4.4, 4.5, and today is as low as 2.9. Right, so it's the best time to buy. Buyers will be coming out to buy. So if you want to sell now, it is the best time because buyers will be coming out. And number 3, we are not trying to create fear to the owner, but the owner has to be aware that there are no more moratorium, no more financial assistance. So most of the owners, or some owners who cannot afford to hold the property much longer, they will feel the urge or the need to let go of the property very fast. So instead of having so many buyers at one time, during the pandemic lockdown, during the pandemic at the moment, lots of owners need to sell the property because they still have to pay the monthly installment to the bank. And so basically you have to explain to the owner on the market outlook, present yourself as an expert on the transaction, and basically it is a interaction, because I always believe real estate, besides a salesperson, it is a human emotion game. The owner has the concern, like, hey, I want to sell, very worried. So we are just not going, owner, you want to sell, I help you sell. Not just like that, because we are the property experts and we have to help the owner. Okay, owner, I understand your concern. All right, let me help you in the best way that I can to help you sell your property at the best price at the current market at the fastest time. All right, so we want to give the owner that kind of assurance. So after we have presented the market outlook, it is the time to propose the exclusivity. So exclusivity, you inform the owner, have you heard of exclusivity? Some owner, yes, some owners, oh no, what's that? So exclusivity, exclusivity means you are appointing a sole agent to market your property. So basically, when you had the conversation from number 1, when you meet the owner, until number 4, the owner will feel a sense of, oh, this agent, very good explanation, he knows the market. And if you can do number 1 to number 4, very excellent, instantly the owner will trust you. That is from my experience. where you have the knowledge, product knowledge, where you have the area knowledge, right? The owner will feel that, oh, this agent knows what he's doing. Instead of I appoint so many random agents, but as well I appoint one expert. So with exclusivity, you are actually solving the seller's concern. The seller wants to sell fast, so you are solving that problem. You give assurance to the owner. Seller, hi Mr. Seller, I can sell your property. Even with the pandemic, I can sell your property. I do need exclusivity rights as an agent to sell the property, and I need to sell the property at the right price. Now with me, I have a list of buyers who's looking for this kind of deal, looking for this kind of price. Okay, I believe that if we list the property at this price, I can get my buyer to come and see the house very, very fast, earliest by tomorrow. All right, so the owner will feel like, oh, okay, this agent got buyer, you know, and he gives me assurance that he can sell my house within 3 months. Okay, then let's give this a try. All right, so this is number 1 to number 5 is more to a verbal communication with the owner to get the trust. All right, so I will share on the last point, number 6, which is the most important thing in my exclusivity deal. All right, so basically, exclusive agent means that you are the only sole agent and you cannot do anything that a general agent does. You have to do something extra, something out of the ordinary to make sure that the property is sold, because you have to remember you are the only responsible agent to sell the property. All right, so every time we come and discuss with the owner, we will always bring our marketing action plan. So this is something I discussed together with Joseph the other day. How do we present to the owner during the 3 months exclusivity? We tell the owner, what are we doing? What will you expect from us during the 3 months in a visual form, so the owner can see, oh, this agent in 3 months he will do this, he will do that. It gives the owner more credibility towards us. It will give the owner trust us so much more. All right. So this, to be honest, is my secret weapon. I've been doing this for a very long time to develop the MAP, to explain it to the owner. So today I am excited and honored to share on MIEA, to share with every single one of you the marketing action plan. All right. So if anyone who wants to know what is the marketing action plan, or MAP, type in the chat box MAP, map. All right, the marketing action plan. All right, nice. I've been seeing so many comments. MAP. Okay, this is my top secret, my marketing action plan. So when after from step number 1 to step number 5, after I have discussed with the owner, I will proceed to explain, owner, this is my iPad, and I will explain to you what are we doing during the next 3 months. Exclusive marketing action plan. All right. So in our exclusive marketing action plan, we include 4 of the items listed. Number 1, virtual property tours. All right. So instead of just taking photos of unit from this angle, that angle, we give the owner a virtual property tour of the house. So the advantage of this is you are doing something extra, something premium service to the owner. To be honest, this is a very normal practice in the US or in Australia real estate, but in Malaysia to see a property video, that is not very common. So when we do exclusive, we propose to the owner that we will do a video, a nice property tour of your house. All right, to get the buyers to feel a virtual feel of the house, because sometimes photos might be deceiving. So if they see a video, they will feel as if like the feedbacks I've been receiving, they feel that they are walking inside, they are seeing the video, like they are seeing the property by themselves. So that is a very positive response we get from our buyers and our sellers. So that is what we include in our marketing action plan. Number 2 is premium featured online marketing. This is on our property platform. And number 3, targeted Facebook and social media ads. All right. Number 4, message blasting to clientele and co-agents. So in the next 3 months, these are the things that we will be doing to list the property exclusively and get it sold within 3 months. So number 1, virtual property tours. So I'll be in the video explaining about the property and showing the property from this angle to that angle. You can actually search for my videos on my YouTube channel. All right, it's Umar Aiman on YouTube. And please don't forget to subscribe as well to my YouTube channel. And you can see lots of my property tours inside. All right. So today I will be honored to share with you my latest property tour in the Night Alam. All right. So if everyone is ready, everyone is excited to see the video, type ready. All right. Type in the chat box ready, and we will play for you a very nice video I did in my previous latest listing. All right. Let's go. Okay. So this is a 3-story superlink and lot in Diesel Grove, the Night Alam. All right. Please enjoy the video. All right. Okay. All right. So did you guys enjoy the video? Please leave in your comments what you think about the video in the chat box. If you think it's nice, it's awesome visual, awesome, please type in the chat box. I really appreciate it so much. All right, so that is an example of our latest property tour in the Night Alam. So when we get exclusive from the owner, we propose that we will do such kind of property tours, inclusive of drone footages to make sure that the property has the best visibility. All right. That is number one. Number two is on advertising and marketing. So these are the few platforms that we utilize to market the property, which includes property platforms and social media. All right, so moving on to number one, property platform. So these are the 3 property platforms that I used as an agent in Shah Alam. So Property Guru, Mudah Property, and iProperty. All right, so as an exclusive agent, you don't only just post ads. Your main goal is to put the ads as high as you can, meaning that the visibility is number one. For the whole 3 months, my goal is to put the property as high as I can, the first page of each portal for the next 3 months. So the higher the visibility is, the higher chance the buyer will have a look at the property, and the more inquiries we get, the higher chance of closing of the property. It's like simple mathematics. All right? Okay. So this on iProperty, you have something called premium. So this is an example of a premium ads. All right. So this is another of our listing in Diesel Grove, the Night Alam. So we listed for premium for the next 3 months that will cost few hundreds, and we do this on all across our property platform. And number 2, we also advance into social media to advertise our listings. So we do advertise our videos, our listings on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So besides just posting on this page, and this is my Facebook page, we have over 1,000 followers today, and we do post our videos and listings here. All right, but besides that, what else do we do on social media? All right, if you just want to post advertisement, general agents post advertisement and video on Facebook, but you are the exclusive agent. You are appointed solely as the sole agent by the owner. You have to do something extra. So over the past few months, my partners and I, we went through lots of social media courses, advertisement courses to learn how do we market the property on advertisement. So this is Facebook ads. All right, if any one of you have heard of Facebook ads, please yes, please reply yes in the chat box, so I know that some of you know what is Facebook ads. All right. Okay, so Facebook ads, meaning that you pay Facebook for them to advertise, or for them to for Facebook to reach your clients. So these are example of our sponsored videos. So we list on Facebook, and we pay Facebook for them to show the video to our viewers. Meaning that the viewers, we can filter them, we can basically, I am listing a property in the night alam. Who am I looking for? I'm looking for a family who wants a gated, guarded neighborhood, who wants school for their kids, who like an entertainment park, jogging park. So we target this kind of buyers. So instead of the buyers coming to look at our ads, we come for you. We look for you on social media, on Facebook, and Facebook will target you. And there is a direct link to my WhatsApp below. And to be honest, we have received hundreds of inquiries from all our videos, and we even sold few of our exclusive listings just via videos on FB ads. To be honest, the FB ads is a bit costly. It cost me more than 1,000 ringgit for the videos for the whole exclusivity period. All right, but it all is worth it. As I mentioned, we are the exclusive agent. We have to take the responsibility and spend more for us to sell the property within 3 months. All right. This is my social media. This is my Instagram. We have over 500 followers today, and we are also utilizing Instagram ads, and that took lots of learning to really understand the algorithm. How does this ads work? All right. Besides that, what else do we use? The number one thing that is also important to us for marketing is WhatsApp. All right. So WhatsApp has been the number one online communication after SMS. WhatsApp came and became the number one in Malaysia and worldwide. All right. So WhatsApp, they have this feature of broadcast list. They have the feature of groups. So these groups, we have networking groups with real estate agents, real estate negotiators. We have community group, right? So we have past clients. We can broadcast the message to all our clients. So this is what we do. We advertise the video. We show them the video to our past clients, to our listing groups. And to be honest, we do get inquiries directly from buyers from WhatsApp only. All right. So there are many ways for us to market the property, which as an exclusive agent, you have to remember that you are the only sole agent and you have to do more for the owner as the responsibility is there. All right. So that is basically the way for you to get exclusivity, as that is the way that has helped me in the past 9 months of doing exclusivity. We meet the owner, we explain to the owner, we help address the owner's concern, we propose exclusivity together with the marketing action plan. And what happens after this? These are all the listings. A banner with exclusive writing on it. And these are all properties that has been sold within the last 9 months. All right. So at the end of the day, getting exclusivity is not something that you should be afraid of. It's something that you should be, because you are a real estate agent, we are professionals. We provide professional advice to sellers, to buyers. So it should be our responsibility to help the owner in the best way we can. All right. So from this 9 months of doing exclusivity, selling more than 10 houses in the Night Alam only, I cannot be more proud of the achievement together with Joseph and our partners. And these are all our happy clients from doing exclusivity. The buyers, we sold their property, and they are very, very happy. And this is my goal. This is my achievement. Besides selling real estate, we are helping people, and the smiles you can see on every photo, that gives me the satisfaction every day, every night. All right. Okay. That is about it about my exclusivity. All right. So if you guys are still okay, you guys love what I shared, type exclusivity in the chat box. All right. I hope this is, because this is the first time I am sharing my exclusivity with everyone outside my agency. So I hope it benefits you, as this has elevated my business to the next level within the past 9 months. So thank you so much for being here today. I hope you learned something from getting exclusivity. All right. So now I'll be discussing more a bit on daily routine, on how did I achieve a 6-figure income within the last 9 months. So basically, it came from the exclusivity, and we got buyers. But to get the exclusivity, for you to maintain a routine, daily routine, what did I do and what I think you can do as well. All right. So this is what I do during the normal CMCO, besides the lockdown. Number one, so I divided my day into few say hours lah. So I wake up every day at 6 and perform my prayers. And after that, I will start working at 7. I'll open up my laptop. And the first thing I will do is the 3F, the follow up, follow back, and follow through. So what do I mean by this? Basically, follow up means that any clients who you have interacted yesterday or just slightly earlier, you follow up back with them. Hi sir, what do you think about the listing? Is this something that you're looking for? All right, that is follow up. Then follow back is basically I keep in touch with all my clients. So this is something I personally do for my clients. When they sold a property or when they buy the property with me, in the agreement to purchase, there is always their IC number, right? So I will take note of their IC number and I will always wish them a happy birthday. That is something I do to them, and I say, hi David, happy birthday to you. As a present today, we are sending you a 10 ringgit Starbucks coupon. Have a blast, have a nice day. And this kind of message or follow back actually got me more clients until today, because this act to me is just a compassion. You know, we're showing our care to our clients, but they feel that, hey, no agent has ever wished me happy birthday. You know, this agent is different. So from there, they reach out to more business. They refer their friends, their families, and this has helped my business better than ever. And number 3 is follow through. So follow through is basically doing what you say you will do. So sometimes I get complaints from my clients. They said, hey, before I engage with you, right, I called this one agent. I like this property. I asked for the photos. He told me he will send. But this one month already, he never sent me anything. So that is follow through. When you say to a client that, hi sir, I will send you the details, I will send you the location very, very soon, you do it. You send to the clients. That is the follow up, follow back, and follow through things that I do every single morning. So maybe the question, why 7 a.m.? It's not too early. I mean, it might be early for some people, but to be honest, I'm a morning person. So I start my day very fresh at 7. So why do I choose 7 a.m. to do this kind of job? I actually have this, I would like to make a nice impression to the clients that early morning when they are about to go to work, when they are about to start working, they open up their phone, they see, oh, this Umar Aiman agent or Umar Aiman real estate negotiator is texting me already so early in the morning. So we give them a very fresh impression that we are up, we are ready, we are up to go to work. So that has actually helped me a very lot in terms of my client management and servicing my clients. Right, so after 9 a.m., that is where I do my social media and prospecting. So for these 3 hours, I'll be creating more of my content on social media, for a daily posting on Facebook, on Instagram, and that is also where I'll be doing my prospecting. So I'll be receiving maybe emails from clients, so I'll give them a call, receiving message, I'll give them a call. So these 3 hours is where I do my social media and prospecting. All right, so at 12, that's noon, I will have my lunch, and after that, it's showtime. Meaning that is the time where I go to all my appointments, showings, inspections, client meetings, team meetings. So the physical meetup is always after 12 until the end of the day. So usually it might be from 12 until 6, or it might last even longer. So let's say if I finish all the viewings at 6 at that day, then I will go home, and the final part of the night, I will actually focus more on appointments, on business planning, on the next day planning. So what do I plan? Basically, where do I see myself in the next 5 years? What am I expecting to happen, or what am I expecting to do in the next 10 years? So that is my business planning. And also I plan for the next day. So after 9, then I'll just relax, I'll watch a bit TV, then just relax and sleep early. And tomorrow it rotates the same routine every single day. All right. Okay. So I believe that in order for you to achieve success, as I mentioned earlier, number 1, what always works for me is your mindset. You need to have the mindset that you can do it, because no one can help you do it, right? Even if 100 people believe that you can do it, but you yourself cannot believe that you can do it, then it will not happen. If no one believes in you, but you believe in yourself, you alone believe in yourself, you can change the world. That is how big, how important your mindset is. So when you have the mindset, you take actions. So I have this, I always love this one saying or one wording. It is motions create emotions. All right. So basically it means that motions, when you do something, it creates the emotion. And this is very, very true. When you do something or you do something consistently or continuously, you will feel the energy. You will feel the momentum coming. All right. So I'm sure all of you, when you start to do real estate activity, you do calling, you do advertising, you meet up owners. Just by doing these 3-4 things, the inquiries comes in, new leads comes in. Right? You keep on getting new positive energy because you created a motion, you created a movement. All right. Whoever agrees with the statement, motions create emotion, type yes in the chat box. All right. So I always believe that first, having a good mindset that you can achieve success, you have to take actions. And when you take actions, it creates the momentum, it creates the emotion of success. All right. That is something I've always believed in. Okay. So guys, I think that will be most of it of what I'll be sharing today. Okay. So I will be ending my sharing with a saying that I feel it is quite deeply inside lah. Every time I feel down, every time I feel like tired lah, I will always come back and read this. Whatever we failed to do during the MCO 1.0 and 2.0, it was a mistake. All right, it's very true. Basically, if we did not do well during the first lockdown, it was in the past. There's nothing else we can do. All right, it's not upon us anymore. But whatever we fail to do in this MCO 3.0, then it is really a matter of choice. It's on you. Now we are in MCO 3.0. We might be doing, the government might still extend after the 28th of June. We do not know. But with the time left that we have, it's time to make the move. All right? It's time to make the move in MCO 3.0. And if you fail to do so now, then this is on you. All right. To all the real estate agents, most of my partners, most of my friends, their business was booming after the first MCO. Started the CMCO, everyone was like doing so good. So to all the real estate agents who feels that their business was booming after the first MCO, type booming. Type boom, B-U-U-M, B-O-O-M, boom, boom. All right. Yes, we can see so many agents their business booms after the MCO. All right, why? Because they took action during the first MCO. But if you did not take any action or you were slow during the first or second MCO, no problem. But we still have time to do this together, to elevate the business together. And trust me, when the MCO is lifted, your business will be 10 times better than before. Whatever we do now in this preparation phase, after the MCO, it works so well for me, and I guarantee you it will work better for you. All right. So before I end my session today, I would like for us to ride the wave. So what this is something that I'm used to, ride the wave, the MCO. So the wave is coming. This is not the wave, pantai wave, not something like that. This is the property wave, where after the MCO, the owners, banyak owner will be motivated to sell. Lots of buyers are coming out to look for good property deals, and during that time, that is the biggest opportunity for real estate agent for you to make your business bigger, for you to make lots of money. All right. So guys, are you ready to ride the biggest wave? All right. If you are ready, say yes. Say yes in the chat box. Let's ride the wave together. I have something I want to test, to try with all of you. All right. If you are ready to ride the biggest wave after the MCO, follow after me. When I say ready, set, you comment in the chat box. Go. All right. Ready, set. Ready, set. One more time. Ready, set. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for the energy. Thank you so much for the support. I love the sharing today. I hope we are ready to ride the biggest waves after this.
Wait, Umar, not yet.
Not yet?
We won't let go you so early. Siapa yang rasa tak cukup? He said tak cukup, key in tak cukup in the chat box because you want to start a Q&A session with Umar, or if you want to end this and then you say goodbye on here. But I think we have 238 packs people still over here, and then I believe today is a bit extraordinary. It's at 3 o'clock. So and so turn up here. Really, they want to run. And thanks for the selfless. First of all, thanks for selfless sharing by Umar first. And let me do a recap of what, okay, tak cukup, memang tak cukup, but apa mau lagi, and then key in the chat box what you want to ask. So let me do a recap on what Umar have highlighted to us. That personally, I feel what we can bring back home, positioning of ads still at the top, okay, despite MCO, CMCO, FMCO, Kopi OTO, you masih nampak Umar always at the top. Okay, so I think it is a very good reminder for all of us. And the online presence, sehingga tak cukup tangan, not enough hand. Okay, I masih ada lebih satu tangan lah, boleh pas saya guna. So and then the marketing action plan. Okay, really sit down and plan is not like lalat bang here and there, all these things. So really, it is strategizing and also plan. It is important. So thank you, Umar, for reminding us on that. And step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the how to get the exclusivity step by step he listed out. It's a trade secret, but Mr. Soma might tell you that hey, this thing already 20 plus years that I already mentioned that you tak dengar, sekarang Umar cakap you dengar. So once again, thanks, Mr. Soma is one of the team member that started off this SKB brother, SKB brother to push through, okay, this exclusive. And today, Umar is a real life example that lift it up and reap the fruits of this exclusivity. So wait no more for this exclusivity. And the question is coming in or not? I'm actually delaying time for question to come in. If you don't ask, then I have a lot of questions to ask. Come on, our audience, that 233 packs over here definitely have something want to ask Umar, right? So and extraordinary, I like this keyword also. Umar have mentioned that extra. What are the things that you've done extraordinary compared to the rest of the agents? Okay, that you deserve an exclusivity. Okay, so with that, I want to ask. Okay, with that, I want to ask. Let me throw the first question to ask Umar first. Umar, normally, when you ask for exclusivity, and then were you asking 2% professional fee or 3% professional fee normally?
All right, very good question. So all my cases, all my transactions are 3%. So the owner has to understand that when we do exclusivity, we are spending lots of money for you to sell the property at the soonest, the fastest time. So for our service, we charge you a 3%. Number one, because that is basically what is stated by the board. And number two is because we are spending lots more to sell the property very, very fast. So it's a very professional business where we help the owner because we are not selling, we are helping the owner. So where we help you, our service for the help is 3% commission of the selling price.
Yep. Okay. So is there any owner that telling you that the market rate is 2%? Is that why you are charging me 3%? This is Shah Alam, no, this is not KLCC. So how do you counter that?
Very good question. I met several owners who like the example like 2% only lah, why got 3%? Only Shah Alam, deny Alam Almina. So I told the owner, we basically, from what I understand from you, that you are really keen or motivated to sell off the property, all right, due to your financial restraint. And I understand that I am coming here with a proven testimonial that I can sell your property within 3 months. At this price, you give me 3 months, I will sell the property. All right. So I will do. For exclusivity, I will only take 3% of commission as a service for my as commission for my service. And so far, the owners, after hearing the explanation, I also tell them that the owner, there's only one agent. I'm protecting your price. If you want 800,000, I will sell at 800,000. But if you already, before we start to do business, you already negotiate on my fees, how am I supposed to protect your price? Right, so it's going to be a win-win situation for both of us. We're both doing business together. All right. So and usually the owner will be okay lah. Then 3% or 6% lah.
Yep. Yeah. Jackson is asking how if the owner insists that I want to give only 2%, will you walk away or you also take it lah?
this is my experience lah. This is my experience. I got this one owner in the Night Alam who wanted to give only 2%. He wants exclusivity, but only 2%. So I explained the way I explained earlier. And owner, I'm protecting your price, and this is a fee for our service where we're doing everything in our action plan. We will be spending more than 5,000 ringgit in the next 3 months for you, and our service for that is 3%. But owner say, the 1 2%, take it or leave it. To be honest, I like the property. I said, okay, I'm sorry, we cannot agree on this term, then I'll make a move. I make a move first, so I balik lah. But then tomorrow the owner called, hey, Umar, I discussed with my wife. My wife said, okay lah, 3% lah. So I said, okay, then I will meet again today. We will finalize on the exclusivity.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for creating because the market need actually story of agent walk away, because hardly this thing happen. So when we have more agents walk away from them, then they know, hey, it's not senang-senang dibully, because it's the professional work that we are doing, that we need to claim that professional fee. I think there are many ways of answering, and it's a case on case, because more and more people are asking about that. What if 1% or whatever? So I think more important is the confidence of Umar, and a few points that he have thrown just now by the board. Mr. Soma say one, and then so thinking okay, so allowed by the board, and then these are the things extraordinary, this and this and this. I'm going to hold your price and all these things. So these are the points that we can take. So, and then the next questions, there are some people starting to ask about how much you spend already. Let's see. Ivy Chong is asking, average, how much do you spend to produce one virtual tour like just now that you shown us? Do you engage a professional to do the virtual tour? Thanks.
All right, thank you so much for the question. So to be honest, the videos are done by myself. I did the video using my phone. I use an iPhone 11. So all the videos you can see on my YouTube channel are 100% created using my phone. So what else do I use? I use a phone, a smartphone. And if you guys are aware of a phone gimbal stabilizer, so this gimbal actually gives you a very nice stability when you're doing video. So you can actually buy that on Shopee. It's DJI Osmo Mobile 3. I think it only costs you around 200 ringgit to 250 with the current sale at the moment. So I use a smartphone, a gimbal, and I also use a microphone to speak in on the video, and a free editing software. So that's about it. Yeah.
Okay. Is there any editing tools that you use for your video, editing apps that you can introduce to?
So I'm not a professional editor or something. So what I do is just I take a few footages of video and I just compile into one video. So I am currently using a free application. If anyone is on Apple, iMovie. Yeah. So I only use iMovie. That's a in-store application by Apple, and it's free. I am not using any paid software at the moment yet. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that. Also on the spending, how much you spend per month to list always at the top of property portals? Just I mentioned that Property Guru, iProperty, so you really fight off others, or is that less competitive, your farm over there, to put up as a premium listing or featured listing up there?
Yeah, good question. So Night Alam and Elmina is growing pace at the moment. It's an ongoing development by Elmina, by Sangdabi. So people are moving here into the area. So how much do I spend on iProperty? I will make sure until the property is sold, I am boosting premium. So make sure every weekly the property boosts up again. And on Mudah, Shah Alam has a very good inquiries from Mudah property. So Mudah, I will actually bump higher, I think around 60 ringgit per month, to make sure that my ads is like the featured, the highlighted color up there, right? So basically every time a buyer search for the Night Alam, my ads will appear first on the top page of the portal. And Property Guru, I feature the property, so it costs some credit ads as well. So I can say for this property portals, easily a month is around 300 to 400 a month. So if the property is sold within the first month, then I only spend 300-400. If I sell it within 3 months, then it's going to be around 1,000 plus for property platform ads, and that does not include the social media yet. So social media for Facebook ads, I will be spending around 1,200 for 3 months. So 1,200, 2,400 plus a few Instagram ads, will be spending around 3,000 ringgit for the whole exclusivity.
Yep, Cheryl is asking, do you charge back this to the owner on top of a professional fee charge?
No.
Or absorbed by you? No, right?
That is our investment for the property.
Investment.
That's why we need exclusivity, because it's not fair for us where we spend a lot of money to advertise your property. Suddenly there's another agent come and sell the property. So it's our investment for you to market the property, and we are entitled for 3% and exclusivity right after selling your property.
Yeah. What happened then if you're not able to sell within 3 months? How do you explain to the owner?
Okay. So to be honest, I have one listing. I did not sell it after within 3 months. So in this story, basically, it was an end lot in the night alarm. I sold the property within the first month. And then I sold the property. The loan got approved. Suddenly, this buyer, Umar, I tak jadi beli lah. I'm not sure why. So then we had to abort the case. We had to refund the money, and then the property was not sold yet after 3 months. But because in this case, I talked to the owner. Okay, owner. So this is our monthly report. So in the first month, we managed to get the property off the market, but then the buyer aborted the case, and now we have been advertising. We still got inquiries, still got viewings, but nothing to confirm yet. So we have finished our 3 months exclusivity. All right. So now we would propose to extend another 3 months for exclusivity with the same package and improvise things that we can do for you. So what do you think? But so far, from my experience, when we are doing exclusivity, the owner trusts you. That's the most important thing in this business. I think the most important thing is trust. When the owners trust you, they know that you are doing a hardworking job to sell their property. Even after 3 months, the owners called me, "Hey Umar, I see it's already 3 months, but you just give me a new form. I will extend the exclusivity for another 3 months." So just a week after that, I sold the property. Yep. So with trust, actually, you can get the owner to re-engage you after the 3 months has expired. But in my experience, from the listings that I have sold in the past 9 months, only have one case. I did not sell within 3 months.
Yep. Your successful rate is very high, and I believe it's the activities. What Umar said is the activities and the trust, and then that high chance they will extend for you also. There is a question. I think it's a very trendy. For now, not able to go in to view the property during is the MCO, especially now is FNCO is a full lockdown. Is it so? How do you do property virtual tour? Because each of the sub-sale unit also it might be different. Is it?
Correct.
So, yep. Okay, answer.
All right. Thank you very much for the question. This is a very good question, because I think the other day it was viral in my WhatsApp group that an agent kena saman like 50K for conducting viewing. So I have to highlight that during the FMCO, the real estate industry is considered a non-essential service. So we cannot go out and do physical viewings. So how do I do now at the moment, right? If a buyer comes to me and say, "Hey, this property still available?" Yes, still available. So I would tell the buyer, I would love to show you the property via Zoom meeting, Zoom chat. So basically, I will still explain the property to the buyer, that I will share my screen. I will share the video of the property. I will share the photos of the property. Then I will explain one by one. Okay, so Mr. Buyer, this is the location. I will share the screen. All right, this is the location of the place. This is the front photo of the house. So as you move on inside, this is the living area, the dining area, and this is me. The size is 22 by 75. So basically, you explain to the buyer physically. And I actually during the second MCO, I sold another property just by Zoom meeting. It's a sub-sale property. But when the buyer trusts you and they feel that, oh, okay, this because good ROI, very good for investment, they just take up right away. All right. So you always have to have the mindset that you can actually show the property virtually. It doesn't have to be physically at the moment. All right. So do engage on Zoom meetings, get in touch with your clients, and if you can possibly, do not say, "Hey, okay, later we view after FMCO lah." Because the lead might run away, might go to other agents. So we want to hold this buyer. All right. So I hope that answers the question.
Yep. Okay. People are curious again on your expenses. Only one listing and then you already spent 1,200, and then actually in one whole month. And then how much you spend for marketing. Is that a huge amount? And also, what is the ROI? Is that for those portal like iProperty, is that good return kind of?
Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, right, usually on these 3 property portals, I'll be spending approximately around 400 per month. So if it's 3 months, it's 1,200 for the whole exclusivity period. All right, then my videos on Facebook, it's 400 per month. I will be targeting a set of buyers with a 400 ringgit budget per month. So it's going to be 1,300 for 3 months. So both of that is 2,400, and plus minus some miscellaneous expenses, I will be spending approximately around 2,500 to 2,600 for the whole exclusivity. The maximum I've spent is around 3,000 per exclusivity. So in terms of ROI, most of the properties I transact here in the Night Alam and Elmina is with the price range of 700,000 until 1.5 or 2 million. So the cheapest I transact here is around 600,000 in the Night Alam. So 600,000, 3% is actually around 19,000 of professional fees. All right. So you spend approximately 3,000 for 3 months, and you are getting a commission of 19,000. So the ROI is like, someone do the math lah. It's a good investment lah. Yeah. I can't hear you, David. You're on mute.
Can you share maybe the factors why you didn't manage to sell that one property within the exclusivity periods?
Okay, very good question. So basically, the property was listed at a very good price. So the Night Alam, it depends on the listing itself, because the Night Alam, you do have the old phase, which is back 13 years back, and you have the new phase, which is less than 10 years, developed by Sanggabi. So the early period was developed by Guthrie. So the house, this end-lot house was the first phase of the Night Alam. So it was an old house. You have the parquet flooring on the top floor, the lower ground floor marble, you know. So the demand in the Night Alam is more towards the modern listings. So we did have a buyer who proceed with the unit, but with the house, but then he aborted the transaction. So we still have buyers coming over, but the only challenges that we are facing is the property is a bit, is more than coming into its 15th year, so it's a bit old. So the buyers of my clients, they prefer a more modern housing lah. Yeah, so we have a big challenges over there, but we sold the property in 3 months, 1 week lah. Yeah. You're on mute, David.
Sorry, did you abandon any really unable to sold property? That means walk off from the exclusivity when it ended.
Okay, so before selling or before getting exclusivity, right, I will talk to the owner. I can sell your property within 3 months, but I need exclusivity and this price. I will, if the owner thinks that he cannot sell at that price, then I will walk away, to be honest. Because exclusivity needs to be done in this current pandemic with the right price, when you know there's a demand for buyers. If I will never take exclusivity if the owner wants to sell at market price. It has to be below market price, maybe 5%, 10%, or in whatever amount the owner can agree on. So if the owner wants to sell at market price, I will not take exclusivity, because with the current market price will not sell easily. So I will not waste my time, spend more than 2,000 ringgit just for the property not being able to sell after 3 months. Yeah. So I always emphasize to the owner, it has to be this price and using my terms. If the owner is okay, I will proceed with the exclusivity. But if the owner feels like I cannot sell at this price, then I will just walk away and take it as a general listing if the owner still wants to proceed. But I will not focus on that property as how I do my exclusivity.
Okay, on time management, normally agent with a number of works, they are curious whether you engage a PA helping you to put up the ads and all these things or not. Okay,
good question. So far, for the past 2 years, I've been doing real estate. I've been doing everything on my own lah. Social media posting, bumping ads, create new ads, all of that is by myself. So I need to have that very nice daily routine schedule lah.
Yeah, by yourself only is under control only June, right? And Yep, since you are focused in the Danai Alam, in case there are some of the owner asking you, hey, I do also have property in other place in Cheras, in the other corner of Selangor or KL, is that so? Will you take up the listing or you just reject?
Okay, good question. So, in this case, because I only focused in Shah Alam because I want to be the Shah Alam area expert. I do not want to go to some like Monday go to Klang, Tuesday go to Cheras, Wednesday go to Gombak. You like touring the whole Klang Valley. I would love to focus in one particular area, but I know all the listings in that area. I know the buyers in that area, and you are the area expert. All right. So if an owner refers, hey, bro, I got one property in say KL, or I got one property in Damansara, Mont Kiara. So the good thing is I have Kith and Kin has agents in Mont Kiara. So what do? I refer the clients to my colleagues in Mont Kiara, and the agency has this a kind of splitting for this kind of deal. Yeah. So I will not let go completely, but I will refer these clients to my trusted partners, because we also want the owner to experience a very professional way of selling real estate. So I will pass them to my trusted partners. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yvonne say she focuses in Cheras. If Cheras, you can pass to her. Okay. Yep. So yeah, awesome audience. And then yep, we hope we have answered most of the questions, because some of the questions will be already been actually through the session just now have been answered. So that's why I don't repeat to ask over here, like what is your criteria of exclusivity? All these things is already being answered. You can watch back the replay if you late came in. And okay, maybe we'll take one last question that is asked by I think should be outstation rents is asking, how do you convince, because in KL most of our deposit it's a bank into the agency over here, so how do you convince the client not to put to their lawyer but to the agency? The question is maybe the practice of outstation are more to the lawyer.
Oh, I see. To be honest, I am not well aware of this kind of practice, because in Shah Alam or most residential activities I've been doing here is a very normal practice to transfer the earnest deposit to the client's account of the agency. So I could not address the question very well because I am not very familiar with the practice of transferring the money to the lawyer. But usually it will always be transferred or paid to the client's account of the agency lah. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Once again, round of applause to Umar, Saudara Umar. Yeah, because all in, I would say, for the sharing. So, and I would like to grab chance to answer last question. There was one person that asked whether can join Kith and Kin or not. So just to highlight, this is MIEA. So the best agency to join is MIEA. Okay, so because each of us is contributing volunteering to the platform. So and MIEA take care of, even though is there any agency is a good agency, even though it's a small agency, you have a father agency that taking care of you, that is MIEA. So log on every day 3 o'clock to see us. Remember the last link that I key in over here, pay 50 ringgit, then you get direct notice, okay, from this MIEA on the upcoming event. 50 ringgit for 20 sessions that have happened, 2 ringgit 50 cents per session only today. I believe today Umar session is worth more than 2 ringgit 50 cents, Marana. 3 years and then it's 150 ringgit. Once again, if you haven't, you say subscribe. If you're non-MIEA members, we encourage you to be a members of MIEA. And thanks again, MIEA, providing this platform for us, the rents. And remember to join Rent Network activity also. So I think Umar potentially become the leader, one of the leader of Rent Network activity also. So PM you after this, Umar, on this.
Thank you so much. Before we end the talk, I would love to thank David once again for being the moderator. You have been wonderful. Thank you to Mrs. Soma Sundram and the whole MIEA board committee for having me to speak here on the HOPE program. You know, it's been an honor to be one of the youngest speakers to speak here in front of. We have more than 200 participants and audience today. Thank you so much, and thank you to all the founders and leaders of Kith and Kin Realty for providing a very good platform for me as well, and my family and friends. And I hope to inspire many more young generations to come into real estate and elevate the industry into the next generation. And I hope to share with all of you very, very soon and anytime soon. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, guys. I just wanted to inform before you all leave that tomorrow we have got an interesting topic about MIA MLS. As you all know, nowadays you're spending so much of money on Property Guru and iProperty and Muda.com and all the other portals. MIA MLS.com is free. We were developing it so that tomorrow we will become strong and as big as the other portals, so that you can do co-agency among ourselves, and that will help you save money. So tomorrow, if you're not sure how MIA MLS works, if you want to know more, please tune in at 3 o'clock, because this is a tool that we have developed for you. So come in tomorrow and listen, and this is one of the benefits you'll get as a member. The day after tomorrow is another important day. We have got Chelvam who's going to come and share with you how to become $1 million producer. Umar, that should be your goal. You come and join and listen to Chelvam and see how to become $1 million producer and get the award and the next year's National Lesson Awards. With that, thank you very much on behalf of MIA. God bless all of you. Be safe. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Hi, I'm sorry, where can I get the link?
The link for?
For tomorrow? Actually, this session is shared by my friend to me.
Yep. You just need to register. Are you a MIA member? So
Yes.
it's everyday 3 o'clock, the same link of the whole program. It's the same link. Do you have that link?
You go back to the same email that how you come in
I don't
today.
have.
You go back to the same link. How you come in today, you click the same link. Tomorrow you enter to the same Zoom.
Oh, how about the replay? The Umar replay?
Replay will be at the MIEA official Facebook page. You type in MIEA HQ or Malaysian Estate Institute Agent.